I missed you guys. And I am looking forward to doing this continuation of my makeup inventory, makeup collection series that I've been doing. And today we will be having one of my favorite categories, which you guys probably already know eyeshadow is my absolute favorite, but today is going to be my second favorite, which are blushes. So for my first item, we have this Pat McGrath Bridgerton collab. Just exquisite packaging. This is basically like a blush and highlighter, I guess face palette is what you would call it. I absolutely love the design, and she looks beautiful on my vanity. And this is what she looks like inside. So she has like a really deep, like, I want to say, what would that be? Like a maroon shade. This one here is like a peachy shade. I want to make sure that I do not stick my nails in there. And then this down here, not sure if it's showing up on camera, but it is a pinky shade down here, as well as a highlighter up top. I remember when this collection came out, I was just so thrilled because it combined two things that I absolutely adore, which are cosmetics and period dramas from Menses. And so when this came out for the Bridgerton launch, I was thrilled. However, I was not about to pay that hefty price on the website, so I waited a bit and I paid $20. $20 from TJ Maxx. And so there she is. I'm actually really looking forward to using this for the fall season. And it is a bit cumbersome, the packaging, of course, but if you use it as a display piece to kind of accent your vanity space, it has like a dual purpose, so I love products like that. So that is the first one. Next, I have another palette. This one is by, I believe it was Sigma. Is it Sigma? No, Ofra, sorry. Sigma is eye shop, but Ofra Cosmetics, who have done quite a few collabs with like various YouTubers, as well as this one that was featured on BoxyCharm. It's the Charm Your Cheeks palette, and I was specifically drawn to this palette because it had an incredible red shade inside. So this is what she looks like, and you have quite an assortment here. Like, I feel like this, like, it's not really like showing up on camera, but this tangerine shade up top, never had anything like it. Never seen anything since. It almost looks kind of like neon in person, but definitely not neon on your cheeks once applied. But this red shade, initially, when I first saw this palette, I hadn't seen anyone else doing a red blush. Since I purchased this palette, I have seen a few, namely MAC, Hourglass, who else? There was another red blush that I saw, Rare Beauty, but this was definitely very unique when it first came out, and so I really enjoyed using this during the holiday season. I believe I also wore it in 4th of July look, And so this was very functional. Plus, it has this really unique kind of a toasted brown shade, which is lovely. I need to pull this in for fall. So that is the Charm Your Cheeks. And I did purchase this on the BoxyCharm website during the all access sale, so you do not have to be a member to actually purchase from that sale, and so I snagged it. So that is this one. Next, just no particular order, just gonna grab from what I see. I have this Rare Beauty, another one of my little precious beauties, because she is such a gorgeous red shade. Yeah, she's a little bit lasts forever, so I've used about that much. And this thing is still going strong. I like to layer my blushes, so this is by Rare Beauty. I love the little cap. Has a doe foot here. Lots of product gets stored in there. Just super beautiful shade. Kind of like what you would imagine Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I feel like that's kind of what it looks like once applied. Next, we'll continue with reds. I have one by Milani. This is a cream blush. This is what she looks like. She's got a little bit of almost pan in there. Super gorgeous, vivid red shade. I think you can kind of see it there. Very unique. Again, a great one for layering, so I would put this on, kind of like mush it in with a sponge, and then I would powder over with the layer of the BoxyCharm blush. Next, I have this Anastasia Trio, which sadly the shade I bought it for has since disappeared, but here's what she looks like. Super like corally, neon-y shade here, and like a pinky. So that is that one. I feel like they've kind of like relaunched these, so I think you can actually get these now. But the shade I bought it for was this one here. It's kind of one of those nudie toasted brownie, burnt orangey mix shades. And that's the one that like fell out and broke, of course. So that is that one there. Let's see. Let's continue. Actually, I'm kind of feeling the toasted browns. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I have my Rare Beauty brownie lippy on today. And I did apply some of the Tarte peachy blush. But since it is fall, and I am wearing kind of a toasted brownie color top, why not just go ahead and go in with some of that toasted brown that we just saw from the BoxyCharm. So I'm just applying this one here. Bring some color in right there. That's the one I used. And yeah, I think that kind of livens up the face a bit. Maybe in person it's a little much. So I'll just go ahead and take care of that by going over with the sponge really quick to kind of diffuse some of that color. It's funny because I am one of those people, even with a primer and a setting spray, my skin is so fair that throughout the day I find that my blush just totally disappears. I have no idea where it goes, but it's never like completely there like I did when I applied in the morning. Next one is this Cover FX, another nudie blush. This is one of the duos. I loved these when they came out. The packaging is super streamlined and fun to touch. And this is what this shade looks like here. It's kind of a peachy nude shade, kind of a little bit of brownie in there. And then it has like a little topper as well. There are a bunch of these duos that came out. This is one of my favorite everyday shades. Haven't used it in a while. I need to pull this in for my Shop My Stash. But that is the one from Cover FX. Next, I have some of these cute little like obsolete the Balm Cosmetics blushes. These, I remember, were the bee's knees for me. Like when I first started really getting into makeup, I wanted to have them all because the packaging is just so nostalgic and so cute. The blushes were fine. This is the blush in Cabana Boy, kind of a pinky rose shade. But the packaging was where it was at with these, and this is what I purchased. Super pretty, like kind of like a 50s. Wow, someone's dog is going. Hope you guys can't hear that. If you can, I apologize. This one is Frat Boy. This is like a pinky shade from what I remember. Hold on one second. Let me pause. Okay, I think we're clear. So here is the next one in Frat Boy. This is like a pinky shade, super pinky, like a bubblegum pink, I guess you would say. And the packaging looks like a little football field with a little football player and cheerleader there on the packaging. Super cute. I don't use them as much anymore though. So next is Hot Mama. Hot Mama, again from the Balm. Have these like kind of all together as a little blush family in my storage. So this is this one. It's a very unique shade. I feel like it's kind of a combination of peachy and pink together with a bit of shimmer. And so it's kind of a nudie shade. You could use year round, I feel like. But yeah, so those are my balms. Haven't used those a lot. I did when I first got them, but I don't know if I need to do a declutter or what. But here is a Tarte Peachy Blush. This was a birthday gift, a reward with purchase. And here is what she looks like. It's funny because I got this a couple years ago, and I think it's actually still the same birthday gift that you get with a Tarte purchase on their website, so it's kind of funny. Next, we have a NARS blush. NARS. Just love the packaging on NARS products, like just so classic, timeless. But look, no bueno. It's cracked a bit on the side. This is a okay, breathe. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. This is what she looks like. It's a burnt orange color, which is actually another perfect shade for this season. So I should bring that in, but I think the reason I don't bring it in is because the packaging breaks. It's super fragile. I'm afraid I'm gonna dig into it. So I feel like that really shouldn't happen with products that you pay upwards of $40 for. I would think they could find a way to get this little hinge situation taken care of. I know I'm the first, nor will I be the last. But nonetheless, product inside is outstanding. Good wear time. Wonderful color, very unique. Here are some of my oldies but goodies. I have these nude sticks, cream blushes, which I wanted to try like all the colors. And inevitably, every single time I go to apply, I open the wrong end. So you guys just saw it on camera. This is the brush end, and this is the blush here. So this is kind of a nude everyday peachy shade. Yeah, it's funny because I do it every single time. Comment down below if that's happened to you. So this is that shade there. This is, oh dear. I can't really tell without my reading glasses, so I'll have to go ahead and find those and let you guys know. Next is this one here. This is Sweet Peach Peony. Oh, let's see if I can read this one on this little thingy. That was Beach Babe. So Sweet Peach Peony looks, see? 2 for 2. Sweet Peach Peony looks like this. Very peachy. I think Makeup by Mario has also kind of modeled their cream products in the same type of packaging, but I never have problems with, like, this Makeup by Mario is also a cream product, but I always know which side to open. This is the cream bronzer, in fact, but it doesn't belong in this video. Anyway, I don't know why I mentioned that. The packaging, and when I'm in the morning, every minute counts. I don't want to have to open my blush to second guess, okay, this time I got it right. So 2 of 3, I was able to find the right one. This is Body Language. This is like a pinky shade of theirs. I do have like a ready one. I'm not sure where that one is. But I thought it would have been like the others. Maybe somehow I missed it for this video, but I should have like one more of the Nude Sticks blushes. Anyway, I'm just gonna move on to this video. It's gonna take forever. Next is this Essence blush. Very affordable, perfect everyday nude shade. Love this blush. Perfect staple for a beginning makeup kit. Just gorgeous, gorgeous nude shade. Love, 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 love. Next, I have this Rare Beauty. She's so cute. Like a little pebble pink packaging, and this like super pinky cream blush inside. I love this little baby. She's so cute. Like the shape of her, like handling her. Yeah, it's another good one. Next, I have this Bare Minerals Bounce and Blur blush in Madame Sunrise. This is kind of a berry shade, I want to say, or mauve, deep mauve. And these Bare Minerals blushes, like, no joke. They perfect application, blends well, wear well, pigmented. Love these. Good for your skin. Followed by this little Travel Mars baby. She's so cute. And she is in this like neon corally shade here. Lovely for summer. Now it's from NARS. Next, this cute little peach baby from Rare Beauty that my daughter gave me. The packaging is wearing off. I know that. She tends to store her makeup in a makeup bag and it just shuffles all around in there. So it doesn't surprise me that all of the flakes of glitter or whatever this is on here are coming off. Kind of inconvenient, but the blush inside is lovely. Next were my older ones. This is the Too Faced Peachy. This is from the Tutti Frutti line. And then we have this Cloud Paint from Glossier. I got this for my daughter, as well as this Flower Beauty. Then I have these Pebble blushes from Lila B. I wanted one of these so badly when they came out. It's a cream blush, but I feel like it was actually pretty like crazy how much they wanted for one of these. I think it was like $46 or $47. Wasn't too familiar with Lila B. I did pick these up in the drop shop in BoxyCharm, and I'm so glad that I got it that way because there's no way I would have been pleased with paying $50 for one of these. I mean, the pigmentation's awesome. The packaging is really weighted quality, but I'm glad I waited. And then I got this one. This is more of like a blackberry shade here. That's what that one looks like. Followed by this e.l.f. blush. This is one of those primer infused blushes. Another really great fall shade. Love, love, love. Yeah. Here, I'll swatch this one. Goes great with my top too. See? Love. That's the e.l.f. one. Another great staple product for your makeup kit of affordable. That'll be a video too eventually one day. I'd like to do a starter kit for Drugstore and Luxe brands, but this is definitely one to put in that Drugstore category. The e.l.f. has like some really amazing products, just that are really affordable. I don't know how they do it, but I'm glad they do. But I'll go ahead and put all these guys back so we can continue on. These aside, we're still going. Okay, this is gonna be a long one, so bear with me, guys. Okay, next I have this Too Faced Love Blush, California Love, nudie shade here. Looks like this, kind of nude. Cute packaging. This Tarte baby. Here, this is in Party. Looks like this. These also have really good staying power. It's kind of a dusty rose buff shade, I want to say. But when swatched, this is what they look like here. There's that one. Followed by another Tarte, which looks very similar, but I assure you they are different. This one is in Risque. That's what this one looks like. I'll go ahead and swatch so you guys can see next to each other. Yeah, that one's definitely peachy, whereas the other one's pinky. Can you see? Okay. Here's that one. Followed by another Bare Minerals. This is my first blush. And I got that kit from Bare Minerals when I first started getting into makeup. And this shade is called Call Me Blush. This was recommended when they did the consultation for me because it was such a everyday practical addition to my kit. It could go cool, it could go warm, it could go wherever you need it to go. And it is still going strong. And I want to say 3+ years. So, love this one. I have this CoverGirl Cheekers. Comment down below if you go way back to Cheekers. This was my first blush. A Cheekers blush was my first blush. I want to say high school, 90s. And I did have burgundy hair then, so it was more of like a berry shade, I want to say. Or like a hot pink or something crazy. But Cheekers, CoverGirl Cheekers was how I started my makeup journey. And so this was very nostalgic when I was able to find, oh my gosh, they still have these. And so, yeah, it makes me smile. Next is this Clinique Cheek Pop. This is the purpley lilac one. This is the Daisy Pop shade. Super unique. Looks super purpley in the pan, but when you swatch, she turns out to be like a cool pink right here. So that is her. And I want to say, like, it took a while. Like, I actually had to dig in and get that floral, what is that called? The overspray. Had to get rid of that before I got into the product. Unlike this NYX Buttermilk Blush. That was a gift with purchase. Love this blush. Was using it as an everyday shade for a while. Looks very similar because the packaging on the outside is purple, but look at that. Look at that shade. So pretty. This gorgeous violet type color. It's like an electric purple. But look at that pigmentation. It's intense. Love. Love, 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 love. Then have this cream Fenty blush that came in a limited edition holiday kit. Another cream product that is a neutral shade. Love the packaging on these Fenties. Good one. Next, I have the, I want to say, complimentary shade for that buttermilk. This is the MAC Cream Blush. And these are like the Bounce and Play, I think it was. And they're kind of like a, they're not like a cream, they're not a putty, they're just bouncy. in texture. But look at that color. Gorgeous. Love. And the packaging is totally cool too. I think I got this at TJ Maxx. Next is this Patrick Ta. And this is the one in, oh, she's different. You can see she's been well loved with all my little fingerprints on her. This went down south and got with my daughter. It's got the cream here and, cream here, powder here. So you do, let's see, let me remember this. You do the powder first and then the cream, which when I first got it, I was totally applying it the opposite because that's how I originally learned how to do blush. But yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one for fall and winter. Love this one. And then lastly, I have this Cream Freestyle Fenty blush. This one is in Drama Class. Well named because pow, another purple blush. This one's like a super blue tone though, almost like a violet. But let me go ahead and swatch her next to some of those other purplies. That's what she looks like here. So she's this one. So yeah, that is my blush collection. So drum roll, let's go ahead and take a peek through these. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 32, plus these 3 that are Project Pan from M Cosmetics. So it's 35. Let's see what I had last time in my inventory. Yes, I did count those palettes as one blush. So probably, yeah, let's see. Looking through my notes here. 39. So what did I say? At 35? So pretty much staying the same. That's cool. I'm excited about that. Alright, so that was my blush collection video. Also have a blush in my travel makeup bag, but that is not with me. So that is where I stand. Needless to say, I don't need any more blush. Won't be buying any, ideally. Probably not for holiday. So again, I encourage you to go through your collection as you see these kits come out, as you see like all the hype for the new holiday makeup launches that are happening. They're so much fun and so beautiful. But yeah, I know I have plenty in my collection to keep me happy. So I'll see you guys in my next video, and thanks for joining me. Bye bye.